What's going on, guys? Welcome to the video. I am back. I decided to try and become more consistent with playing the game and uploading videos and kind of just sharing my view of the game and my personality as well. I stopped playing for a while because I didn't really like the standard meta at all, and it felt like there wasn't a whole lot of development or interesting variation to the format until recently when Teferi and a few other cards like Gross Spire, Wilderness Reclamation were banned. It on paper it seemed like it would balance standard a lot more. And I didn't really get a chance, or I haven't taken the time to explore the format as it is now until today. And I wanted to tackle the format again with fresh eyes. I haven't looked at what other people are playing. I haven't seen what the format is really, and I wanted to come back playing a deck that I enjoyed playing kind of regardless of what my opponents were playing, and that's Mono Blue Devotion. I've always been a huge fan of the blue archetype and cards in blue, and I wanted to show my appreciation for the color and really dig into Blue Mage's mentality by having a mono blue deck. And to show my devotion to blue, I am going to be playing Blue Devotion. There's probably not a whole lot to be said about this deck that hasn't already been explored by many other people. But the basic gist of it is the early game, you try and get some resources out there to start building your devotion for Nyx Lotus so that you can play it. It enters tapped, so you want to already be having a decent amount of devotion built onto the board before you play it. Otherwise, it's just going to feel really clunky and slow. It's very important we hit land drops. So we have Omen of the Sea, Thassa's Oracle, that kind of stuff to pilfer through to friend lands. Because the more mana, the better. You don't want to get stuck on 3 lands, 4 lands, and not be able to cast enough spells in order to combat your opponent's tricks as well. But we shouldn't tunnel vision on building our own board. We also want to disrupt the enemy by using cards like Brazen Borrower and Baron, if necessary, in order to disrupt what they're doing. Thassa is a good late game card because you can blink the other stuff like Baron and Owl and Corridor Monitor and Thassa's Oracle in order to keep filtering through your deck in order to get the pieces you need to win. The win condition is Thassa's Oracle, so we don't really even go for combat damage, but sometimes it can be relevant. And in the late game when we have a lot of mana, we can sink this into Thassa to stop their aggression if they're playing some sort of creature aggro deck. I generally favor decks with unique kind of win conditions, and this is definitely one with a unique kind of win condition. So every game it presents a unique um, experience by like trying. It's like solving a puzzle in a different way each time. Even though, but the general strategy is pretty much similar throughout the games, I suppose. But it's a lot of fun. I've played a couple games in the play queue so far, and it's a blast to play so far. So let's just jump right into it. We'll be switching over to the ranked queue, just because I want to try and get some skin into the game. Going second again. 4 lands. Got a Thassa's Oracle to maybe get the ball rolling, but other than that, we don't really have any good early game plays. I'm going to try Mulligan. I know we have a few of our combo pieces, but we really want to be able to make early game plays. We don't need the monitor this early. Mono red, you say? Okay, that's nice. Ditch the monitor, get a monitor off the top. I'm gonna say we play the monitor as a blocker just because we can just blink it anyway. That kind of hurts. Do have a Baron to return the corridor monitor as well, or something they play. Annex. Very well. We can Baron the Annex. Can Baron the corridor monitor. Or we can blink Baron, return the corridor monitor next turn. Make them replay Annex, and then they don't have any other plays. That seems like a good line. We have no reason to ever attack because damage is not our win condition. Okay, Arcanist Owl, that changes things a little bit. Can Thassa blink the Baron, return Annex again, and have a Thassa on the field. And then we can start doing shenanigans next turn, I believe. So just a note, since his second ability says at the beginning of your end step, if you return something you control to your hand with Baron at the end step, then you don't get the card. So make sure you pay attention to that. It's usually better to bounce your opponent's stuff on your end step with this combo. Okay, looking to kill the Baron. I would agree. Wants to play Annex again. So we have 4 mana. We did not get our land drop. I think we go Omen of the Sea, hopefully get a land. Arcanist Owl for something. Nyx Lotus, set up for next turn. If we Nyx Lotus, we can actually play the Omen of the Sea if we untap the Nyx Lotus with Corridor Monitor. So this lets us make most use of our mana. And then next turn we can play Arcanist Owl into Chadwick and get a whole lot of stuff going. I don't think they can deal with anything on my board. Okay. So that means no cleave. Jeez, just going real deep, yo. Put me to 5. I basically have to try to do enough this turn. Another Chadwick. I think we want the Owl for more devotion. Plus it can get a Corridor Monitor. Hopefully we can get a Corridor Monitor off of this. Another Lotus. God, okay. I think we go for another Owl. Sure. Let's just build our devotion to ridiculous standards and then keep everything to block. We're looking for another corridor monitor. Have to take the Omen of the Sea. Does it get shuffled or does it get put on the bottom? Put the rest in random order. So we've gone through a lot of cards and only have one monitor. I don't think they can get through even with the cleave off the top. Okay, so we have 20 mana. We can dig for 17, 15, dig 15 deep, get another monitor. Play Omen, get a land drop. It's basically free real estate. Baron helps too. So that's really good. So 30, 20, 28. And then we have 21 devotion, so we can just play the Oracle. And submit 0. And we win! Finally took a game. I enjoyed it, because I won. On to the next one. A very fun deck. Going second again, but I think this is fine on the draw. Another flyer deck. I was saying that this is one of the more challenging matchups. Or maybe it's just mono white, whatever. Let's go ahead and get a blocker down. A good blocker. Looks like we're getting land. No complaints. Because we want to have land drops. A furry. So we can Baron the Pridemate to the hand. And then they'll have to play it again. And then the next turn we can Thassa and keep linking stuff. I like that. So probably Pridemate again, and then swing for 1. My turn, play Thassa, blink Baron, blink, and then bounce a Johnny's Pridemate. So we should be sufficiently set up to do some stuff now. We just need to keep their strategy at bay, which it seems like we will be able to do that. Heliod is not going to be enough for you. Creature Planeswalker. I wonder if I can return it to his hand when it's in this mode. Um, do we just Gadwick for 2? Or keep mana open to tap stuff? Either way, I think this is a good attack. Okay, so we can't return that to the hand. So this is the most devotion. So we're gonna have him, he has to have triple white. Linden also activates Heliod. So I'm just gonna tap that. But now that Heliod is activated, then, oh, that's great. Then at the end we can return Heliod to the hand. And then does playing it. So I take 2 more in the air. That's it. So I can play Nyx Lotus and be fine. So I'm gonna do that. I will attack with this. Maybe put some pressure on the opponent. Daxos and a Johnny's Pridemate. Okay. So we just take 2, 5. And we are set up for next turn. That's fine. So we full control, play the monitor. Submit 1, tap it for blue, resolve. And then we have 6 more. I know I could have done it again, but I'm just lazy. So let's see, we have 17, 21, minus 3 is 18, minus 2 is 16. Okay, and we have a borrower. So I think we blink the Baron again to bounce it. Bounce the Pridemate. And we'll get rid of 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Don't need multiple Thasas. They don't have a way to get rid of Thassa probably. And we want 1 Baron. We're probably get rid of. This is so confusing, but I think we have at least 1. Oh, we got rid of all of our lands. We could have gotten rid of another Baron too. We want 1 Baron to return a Corridor Monitor to our hand. So if I just drew 1 less card that turn, then we could have won, because I could have played a Baron, bounced the Corridor Monitor. Oh, but then we wouldn't have it. So let's see, draw 3 less cards than we did, and we could have kept going. But there's no way we lose this game at this point. Just 3 damage. I'll take it. Okay, well, I'm going to block with my Thassa. Okay. Okay. Let's go ahead and open it to sea. Maybe get something juicy. Guess we could use one more land. There's the Oracle. We do have another Chadwick in hand. So let's go ahead and full control Baron. And return a corridor monitor. Probably should have played the owl first, but that's fine. Play the owl. Get another owl. Can I draw another owl? Draw 20 cards. And then Dawson. Yeet. Yeehaw. Nice when things work out like that. Let's go one more. See if we can get another good game of grinding out the opponent. Playing against McTickle. Another 4-land hand. It's kind of amusing how much of those we get. Do have a borrower to interrupt anything that they might do. It's probably Teamer Clover, right? The owl is nice. Okay. As long as they don't really have, as long as they don't have a clover, it might be, we might be able to race them. I'm thinking, well, we Baron our Thosses so that we can draw a card, and then next turn we play Nyx Lotus, and then the following turn we can go Arcanist Owl into something. We did hit player land drop, right? Okay. Still no lucky clover from the opponent, which is really unlucky, ironically. Play a Fae of Wishes to block? Or to return to their hand next turn? So, I'm gonna have to commit resources in order to stop this Nyx Lotus from wrecking them. So hopefully they don't have a borrower. Brazen Borrower would shoot us in the ass, basically. Another escape to the wilds, and they don't get a borrower, but they can Bone Crush the Baron and stomp out the Baron. What will they decide to do? Okay, Borrower the Lotus. It's basically to be expected. What else do they do, though? So we have 5 mana, so we can play both sides of the Borrower. Thassa's Oracle, Omen of the Sea. We don't want to play Nyx's Lotus again. I don't think. I think we want to be able to disrupt him with Brazen Borrower. And put Devotion on the field, so I think we want to do both sides of Borrower going into this turn. Could have also played the Owl, maybe hopefully to get a Corridor Monitor. Playing out the Beast, Eddie comes down again. Confused on why he didn't play that one first. Maybe he drew it off the top, that's why. Gonna Bone Crush, gonna stomp out the Baron, probably. Poor Baron. He didn't deserve this treatment. Okay, going for a Henge instead. He's henging his bets on this play. Playing... Now, if I return the Henge to the hand, can he play it? Still, it costs 4 mana, right? So I think I want to return the Henge. And then we'll play Borrower for Devotion. Then we'll play a Nyx's Lotus and an Oracle. Hoping to get that. Let's see. Baron is more than likely to get stomped, I think. So do we want another Baron? Another Thassa's? Brazen Borrower? Another land? I think I'm leaning towards the land. I'm not sure if Borrower will be able to... Maybe another Borrower? Or land. Borrower or land. Sorry I'm taking so long, opponent. Or a land. Let's just do the Borrower. Let's keep this open. Okay, what are they gonna get? Return to nature? That's pretty much a GG right there. That's unfortunate. That's really sad, but maybe we can get another one with Arcanasau. And still have mana open for a Brazen Borrower. Opponent trying to ramp up some more. Do some more deck thinning. It's only a... They can grind us out pretty easily, so we just gotta keep trying to build our combo up. And hopefully they don't have any answers for it. Owl for Thassa's. Play an Oracle. We have Borrower up. So I think we just pass. Borrower something if we need it, and then we have Omen of the Sea available as well for options. We're really looking for another Nyx Lotus though. Nyx Lotus and more Corridor Monitors. Now they're playing the Giant. Unlucky. The Thassa should actually be able to help a lot by keeping it tapped if we need to. Gonna Fae of Wishes for something else. It's looking bleak, guys. I don't know how we're gonna get out of this beating by McTickle. What are they gonna get now? A fling? Well, I wish I could have returned it to his hand in response, but that's it. Anyway, that's gonna do it for me for this video, guys. I wanted to just try and throw something together just to test the waters a little bit with the format and play around with a deck archetype that I liked in the past. Trying to refamiliarize myself with the game because I haven't played for close to 2 months, I think. So not a whole lot of effort really has gone into this, but I'm hoping to be more consistent, or I'm going to be more consistent at putting effort towards this project. And I think we can build something pretty incredible and special with this channel. So thank you for watching it, and thank you to anybody that might be watching this part of the video. I don't think anybody is at this channel size and audience retention. So I appreciate you, and I hope you have a good one.